Good morning. It's still morning, isn't it? Yeah, it's 11:45. It's Celtic part time. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's just a quick one with regarding some breaking transfer news. It's something that some Celtic fans might think we got off lightly, but it was a target. Still morning. He was a target for Celtic Football Club. Jocelyn Tabai has signed for Sunderland for 3.5 million. Fabrizio Romano 40 minutes ago said that I'll get it up on the screen for you. It'll be a lot easier. Exclusive. Sunderland agreed a deal to sign Ivory Coast winger Jocelyn Tabai. Here we go. Deal done for 3.5 million, 5-year contract to the player is all agreed. Celtic had a verbal agreement, but they've hijacked the move. It's unbelievable that a club like that has hijacked the move for a potential Celtic target. I mean, Celtic can't compete with English Premiership when it comes to wages, but it is official. It is done. I mean, Jerry says, "I told you yesterday that was happening." Yeah, but once it's confirmed, we can then talk about it. There's no use talking about speculation, is it? I mean, it's done. It's dusted. Celtic move on. Celtic have missed out on another player. Allegedly, it's not looking good for Celtic today. All the players that we've kind of been linked with looked as if it's going the other way. Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson looks like that he is going to go to Saudi. It looks like that he is going to go to Saudi rather than take up Celtic on their offer. Jim says, don't want him, he's pish. Well, the fact that Sunderland went in and got 3.5 million. Celtic offered 2 million. Sunderland don't answer around, no surprise. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest takeaway that we can take from any Celtic news just now is the fact that Celtic are dilly-dallying about when it comes to the transfer market. They're not getting the deals done quick enough. Ultimately, you know, it's, as soon as they get in the talks, they should be trying to get the deal done and dusted. But agents being agents will try and get more money for their player. The fact that they've went in with a 3.5 million deal over 5 years, 5-year contract, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. But anyway, Groucho Marx once said, a verbal contract isn't worth anything the paper is written on. This is very, very true. And there's one thing for sure. Celtic, it looks like they were back to the drawing board when it comes to potential strikers and ultimately a winger, because I believe that Jocelyn was probably being brought in. Jocelyn Tabai was probably being brought in to allow Daiz Maeda to leave the club. Looks as if nobody's interested in us. I don't know, it is always a hard window, but when you're not in the Champions League, when you've not, these players don't have a chance to go to Europe, it's not a top 5 league, players will want to go and try and play against the best in the world. Do you know, there's no use in saying, oh, you come to Celtic and you'll get a pathway into the English Premiership, and then along comes an English Premiership team and says, English team, and you know, you don't need to go to Celtic. That's the situation where we stand. Celtic board are sleeping. Sevco don't hold back. The Huns will win the double. End of negativity talks. So we've scouted the player. We've scouted a few players, but anyway, I wasn't overly keen on Callum Wilson if I almost. Now we will miss out on the Croatian striker too. More than likely, I think that Celtic are just. It's going to be, and Martin O'Neill is going to have an interesting press conference this afternoon, just in a few hours' time. He will know that we've missed out on a winger that could have possibly have came in to make us a little bit better. Some people are saying maybe not. Maybe Sunderland can loan it to us when he won't play there. Celtic board always trying to get players on the cheap. Yep, looks like that we've lost out by $1.5 million. Maybe not even $1.5 million. Maybe it was just down to wages. Typical board, slower than absolute Joke. What the hell are they playing at? Total clueless. Guaranteed another shambles of a transfer market. There's one thing that's for sure. If this window does go the way that the first 16 days of the window has went, and we do get to the end of the window and we're scrambling about for players, it's too late then. It's far too late. We needed players in before the Hearts game. We needed players. I would have said even bringing players in before the Bologna game would have given the rest of the players in the squad a little bit of a boost. Because even if you bring a couple of players in and they cannot play in the European games, they travel with you to the European games. They travel to the Bologna game. I know that the last game's at home, but they travel with the squad to Bologna. And then everyone in the squad, and especially the players who are in the positions that people are coming in to take. You know, if it's a striker, if it's a winger, if it's defenders, if it's a midfielder, you know that guy's sitting on the bench, champing at the bit. He's just been brought into the club. You know that this guy wants your shirt. He's here to play first team football. It's then up to you. You've got these games where he cannot play, that you've got to show that you're way better than the guy that's just coming in the door. And right now, the Celtic players are at the club. There's no pressure on them. No pressure at all. Because they know if they're not playing, they're pretty much going to be on the bench. That's how weak the squad is. We're just not an attractive club anymore due to the shite house board. Is it the board? Is it the fact that the fans are against the board right now? There's a lot of things to take into consideration to when you go to a club. I mean, you can say that people are still saying that Celtic are in crisis. But if you're a player and you've watched footage over the last couple of weeks and the Celtic fans are absolutely berating the team and the players outside the ground, you're maybe sitting thinking to yourself, well, hold the bus, mate. I'm not too sure if I want to go to that mess. Don't know, Celtic are a big name and all, but I'll tell you one thing, look at the way they're treating their players. I'll maybe not have some of that. Why do we always have to go cheap? Embarrassing. The rich just want everything for free or cheap. Well, I wouldn't say that, because Sunderland are one of the richest clubs in the English Premiership. And yeah, we move on from it. This guy was sitting in the stands for the Rangers game. Yes, we had the agreement. It was all done and dusted. It's absolutely bonkers. Hard window, my arse. We are a basket case on and off the field. We are not a destination club. The biscuit tint is back. Is that? We are not a good advertisement for players potentially signing anyway. We, the fans, seem to have our minds made up on them after less than 10 games. That is true. Some of our fans have their mind made up before players even get in the door. Hence the reason that, players go online. Players go online and they go into the social medias and they look to see if there's a big willing love bomb coming their way when they go to a new club. And if they go online and they see nothing but this guy's pish and negativity, and players don't want to come and face that kind of stuff. No, he wants to go where he's wanted. And right now we're not in a position that we don't make ourselves feel wanted. Never mind a player that coming into the club. So you could fully understand whilst a player may have been at Celtic Park, may have verbally agreed a contract, and his agents went, wait a minute, mate, I'll get you out. How do you feel about, fuck that, man? Fucking fans are bonkers. See if you can get me a club in England. But anyway, Martin is the only thing that's going to stop a full-scale fan meltdown. No, he's not. Martin will not stop a full-scale fan meltdown. Gav boy, he can't. See if he does. If Martin O'Neill does, he'll mend them, because the board need everything thrown at them. Everything. The board are absolutely useless. And the fact that Celtic go into these negotiations, it's another case of Nicholson failure in a transfer negotiation. It's as simple as that. Martin O'Neill identified the player. Martin O'Neill said, yeah, that's the guy we want. That's the guy that I want to bring in. Nicholson fucking fucks up every time. It's all down to Nicholson. Not hard for Hearts and Rangers to get players in. Our club is a shambles. Mullins from Wrexham would score all day. Ooh. Hail, hail, troops. I'm scunnered with the club now, and if it keeps up, I won't attend another game or buy anything with a Celtic badge on it. Get the other two deals done. Now, the board need to stop messing about. Yeah, if you can get the two deals done, have you any, Scott, have you any faith, mate, in the board getting anybody in? We'll be lucky to get loan players in. That's the same guy that failed the medical, but it's okay to join Sunderland. Weird that was medical just smoke screen. Well, Celtic seemingly asked him to go to London for a second medical, and whatever the medical came back with, Sunderland were waiting in the wings and went, "We'll pay you 3.5 million and we'll give you a 5-year deal." Boom, no brainer. This is deliberate. If I would accept the club is worth more, bunch of cheapskates. The board are that. We need to get the Hibs boy now. Celtic won't pay the 6.5 million. If we're not going to pay 3.5 million and convince a player to sign for Celtic, and then within a week he then goes to Sunderland, he's not going to win anything at Sunderland. He's not going to achieve anything at Sunderland. You know, all he's going there for is to play in the English Premiership. It says a lot about a player's mentality when they're thinking, do I want to play in Scotland? Do I want to win a title? Do I want to try and get into Europe? Nah, fuck it. I'll go and play for Sunderland and do nothing. I'm not surprised, mate. I think it's just the way that we are. But anyway, that is just a little update this morning. It is just about afternoon in Glasgow. The problem for the last season and a half comes from Brendan Rodgers. They still stumped up 3.5 million. Yes, they did. What a joke of a club. We are that. Dermot's in the house. Baz, I'm seriously thinking of giving up my season ticket. Never thought I'd say that. That's a big one, mate. That is a big one. I know how you feel. I mean, my brother's still got 2 season tickets. Um, but for you to say that, I hope your lad's doing well. It's utter shite, isn't it, mate? It is utter shit. But anyway, that is me done and dusted for this morning. A super chat came in from wee Mitch. Hi, hail, you, mate. And let me just Sunderland are loaded. Don't give yourself. They've spent over 200 million. But the English league is like that. It's, it spends an over exuberant amount of money. It's funded by Sky Television. It's the most corrupt league in the bloody world. Need to sign Ferguson now that Roma have just signed the striker from Aston Villa. Must be worth a conversation with his club. Ferguson didn't want to come to us. Destroys the medical theory. It does that. Ferguson's not coming to Celtic. Still blaming Rodgers, fucking ridiculous. Have a word with yourself. How many managers in the board have fucked up this window? Hey, it wasn't me. I'm just reading the comments, mate. It's unbelievable. We have lost out on Jocelyn Tabai. Just finished this video. We have lost out on Jocelyn Tabai. He has signed for Sunderland for 3.5 million and he has been given a 5-year contract. It looks as if we're also going to miss out on the West Ham player also. Let's hope that Martin O'Neill's maybe got some good news for us in a couple of hours' time. On that note, have a fan. It's not. I can't even say that. We can't have a fantastic day. We're all pissed off. Anyway, I might grab some lunch.